Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for Friday, the 4th of August, 2023. Came back from break today with a ton to talk about, all right? So, let me recap very quickly what we talked about on today's Level 1 podcast. First of all, someone has donated Armored Core 6, or at least it appears that I'm going to be getting the code, the pre-order code, in time for its release on Friday, the 25th of August. If this is the case, I will be trying it out. No commitment that I'm going to play the whole game, but I'll at least give it a shot. And shout out to the fan who did that so that I can try it because I was on the fence about it. Number two, someone donated this. The Trig Key S5 Speed High Performance S Series Mini PC. I unboxed it live on the podcast this morning. If you didn't see it yet and you're interested in this, give it a look. It's not a super great PC. But for what it is, it's tiny. It's half the size of this box. I'm serious. It's only half of this box. What this will allow me to do is essentially do things like I've wanted to do. For example, play games on Steam that are simple, like maybe Chrono Trigger, or something else that's a retro game, or a memeable game that's not big graphics. Anything on there that essentially I've not been able to play because I can't play PC games, I can now play on this thing, capture through my capture device like I do my consoles, and that's pretty neat. So I got this morning. We unboxed it. Didn't try it yet. But I showed it off to everyone. Everyone looked at the stats and were like, yeah, it's not bad. You can't run great games on it, but you should be able to do things maybe you would have been able to do with like a Steam Deck. It's kind of an equivalent deal. So that's kind of neat that I got this. All right. Then the third big topic. We found out that Mortal Kombat 1 is coming out in September. The beta is on August 18th for 4 days straight. But sadly, the beta number 1 is not cross-platform, and the game is not cross-platform at launch. They're not adding that until later. Meaning whatever you buy it on, PC, PS5, or Xbox, you're stuck playing on that at least until they decide to patch it and make it cross-platform. But the problem with that is you don't know when. If I buy Mortal Kombat 1 for Xbox, I may be stuck with a very small player base because not a lot of people are currently buying fighting games on Xbox. I mean, in Street Fighter 6, very few people did. Thankfully, it actually is cross-platform, and I lucked out in that regard, all right? But I'm in trouble with Mortal Kombat. So I was thinking, well, maybe I'll get it on PS5, but the problem is I don't have any good controls for PS5. I have a very outdated 8 to 9-year-old beat-up joystick that's not very good anymore, and it's not a joystick you can easily open and modify. It's meant to be like use the parts that are in it. So I talked to the audience about it, and there may be some options of joysticks that I can get for PS5, but I was talking with them about options, but also if anyone was interested in this, if I could maybe convert over and maybe in the future play fighting games on PlayStation 5 instead of Xbox to always ensure I'm on the biggest player base possible for games that aren't cross-platform at launch. The thing is, we have to make a decision soon because the beta's in 2 weeks. So I have to decide what I'm doing for this beta. And if I'm going to get a joystick, I got to figure out how exactly I'm going to do it and to see if some people would be able to support that or help support it. So all this in full detail, even the joysticks and everything, explained on the podcast. If you're interested in any of those topics, please give the podcast from this morning a look. You'll enjoy it, all right? Today in Street Fighter 6 was a very unique day. Are you ready for this? I decided after 2 months, I wanted to try E-Honda again. I just had a craving to try E-Honda. I fought E-Hondas online. I thought he had a unique build and unique combos, and I thought that he was kind of an interesting character. I don't think he's top tier, but I liked him, and I really wanted to give him a shot. Now, I had played E-Honda at the launch of the game, launch day, for 1 session, about an hour and a half. I got ranked into Diamond 1 star. My placement matches, I did so well, but the thing is, I haven't played Honda since then, besides maybe messing around with casual nights against viewers on community night. So I don't know anything about how to play this guy at all, and I'm like, dude, I just know the moment that I go to ranked with Honda, I'm going to lose a ton. I'm going to lose that. We're going down to the mid-platinums, or I'm going to lose like a giant losing streak. So last night, before I decided to play today, I watched 2 videos of top-level Hondas, all right? Each one was about a 25-minute long video, montage of fights. I learned combos. I learned strategies. I learned a lot just by watching these top-level Hondas. Today, I went on a crazy good streak with Honda. I learned on the fly. I had people like Big Papa Phil was here giving me tips on how to play, and I was listening to him and others, and basically, today, just listen to this. We started at base level 1-star diamond, which I think is like 19,000 points. I had like 19,010 points or something crazy like that. I was about to get kicked out of diamond. By the end of the first stream, All right, I played training mode and casual for 1 hour. Then we went to 2 hours of ranked. I went from 1-star diamond all the way up to 2-star diamond in the first session. I was getting win streaks. I was doing well. Now, was I doing giant combos? Not giant. I know the combo where you can punish. You do a kick or jump kick or a solid hit like a drive impact, and then you do one strike, drive rush, another strike into the palms that launch into like the butt slam, or if you get them in the corner, you could do something else like a super. All these different options, right? So I know that combo. Didn't have great execution on it yet. I still don't know exactly what to do in the corner when I get a wall bounce. I still keep kind of dropping that. But basically, in the first 2 hours of playing this guy, I started learning fundamentals, what to do and what not to do against certain characters, and implemented all the things I had seen of the top level players. And I went on a crazy tear. My rank went way up. I mean, I gained, what was it, like 20, I want to say it's like over 1,500 points in that first session. So I did really well. People were blown away. They were like, how are you so good? I was like, I don't, maybe I just click with the character. Kind of like with Blanca, how I clicked. I guess maybe this is another character I'm clicking with in Street Fighter 6. They're like, that's crazy because you literally didn't play him. I'm like, yeah, I didn't. I've not used this guy online at all. These are my first few matches online. I'm dominating. I'm doing super well. So then I decided for Friday Night Fights, the late night stream, I'd pick him again. We did it again. For another 2 hours, I played Honda exclusively. We went from 2-star diamond to 3-star diamond, and we stayed there. I was fluctuating, but I stayed at 3-star diamond. And I'm like, wow. So I would be curious, and I'm sure we're going to have the stats tomorrow, how many actually wins to losses I had. I was definitely winning way more than I was losing. I was winning sets. I was getting streaks. It was great. Now, again, I wasn't particularly doing anything too crazy with Honda. It was just basic gameplay, mix-ups, some drive rushes into palm strike into combo, or palm strike into overhead into throw, little sweep into throw, kind of little tricks, anti-air fierce, getting the headbutt tricks, baiting into headbutt, and then of course every once in a while getting that big boom counter hit with drive impact, or a big combo jump over to a fireball and giant drive rush combo to the corner. So all that stuff, and it's basic. It's not amazing high level stuff, but it got me all the way to 3-star diamond. It's one of the best sessions I've ever had. Only complaint. Definitely, much like I think is happening with Blanca, I feel like the top tier characters dominate Honda too. For example, Cammy. Cammy's normals beat everything Honda does. If I try to do headbutt, I get stuffed or I get thrown. If I try to do anything, I get stuffed or thrown. The only thing I can do is like wake up super. That's it. Everything gets stuffed. So I have to keep Cammy around mid-range and keep her away from me, so that way she doesn't get to the point where she can just keep me with that jab or low medium kick into drive rush combo. So it's really frustrating because I think the top tiers do dominate Honda. But for the most part today, man, I was doing some crazy shit that I didn't even think I could do. Wow. And I was handling it well. And was there rage? Of course there was. There's always rage. And when I'm losing to like a fucking annoying Ken or someone who's just doing the bullshit spam and you can't get around it, of course I'm freaking out. But I did well. I'm actually quite happy because last week, right, things were falling apart. I had a rough time at first with Blanca. I had a disaster stream with Zengi. Then I came back and I got master rank with Blanca. And now the first stream back from that, all day Honda, and I leveled him up tons and got tons of wins and got double rank increase. This is amazing. And by the way, thank you to everyone who is here today live. Anyone who supported the stream, I really appreciate that. I hope that you guys enjoy. Please watch the videos if you want to see some cool Honda gameplay and see me get better and get big combos and things. It's great. It really got much better. A really good day of progress today in Street Fighter 6. Now, I'm not playing Street Fighter 6 again until Monday. Here's the schedule for the weekend. Tomorrow, it's the conclusion of Final Fantasy 16 on the first stream. Tomorrow night on the late stream, it is, GTA 5 anniversary run. Okay? So that'll be fun. On Sunday, daytime stream is DSP versus the Internet, my Clips React show over on DSP Reacts. There's no late stream because I'm filming private React videos for patrons, and I'm hooking this bad boy up and trying to get it working over here with my setup so that I can actually try use it for games and stuff. Monday, it'll be GTA for the first time ever as a daytime stream, so I hope for those of you who have not been able to attend the night streams, you'll show up and hopefully we'll have a solid, awesome, interactive, supportive stream. And then Monday night, it's Community Night in Street Fighter 6 where we're doing a community lobby. Tuesday will then be Street Fighter 6 ranked on a day stream. Who will it be? I have no clue. Do we want to continue to do master rank matches with Blanca? Do we want to do Honda and try to level him up even further on the stream? Do we want to do a different character? I'm not sure yet. I'm going to think about it, and you guys give me your feedback over the weekend, and we'll determine what that'll be. And then Tuesday night will actually be the premiere, if everything goes according to plan and this thing works, of Chrono Trigger, which I've wanted to play for over 10 years. I played it in 2012. But I was a different content creator back then. I wasn't interactive, right? people didn't like it back then because they were looking for hot new releases. They complained all summer when I played retro games. Now it's my 15-year anniversary as a gamer. I am dying to play Chrono Trigger again, and this is going to maybe give me the opportunity to do so if it works. So I'm very excited. I hope it works, and I hope that you guys will join me. If you know, retro fun. That's a true anniversary playthrough, one of my favorite games of all time, and I can't wait to start playing it if it works. So, guys, thank you. Great streaming day. I could not believe how well I did with Honda. I hope you enjoy this gameplay. It's really great stuff. Please enjoy. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for the conclusion of Final Fantasy 16 finally, and some fun GTA. Thanks a lot, everyone. Peace out, and please watch the podcast for updates on all these important topics. See you in the morning. Later.